Hey, welcome back to my channel and to what is any other given Saturday meal prep. But no meal prep today. I'm just not feeling it. I ain't been feeling it for the past couple days. When I made my menu, it sounded good. And it's good. It's good food. But I'm just not feeling it. I don't want it. I don't want the breakfast casserole. I don't want the chicken and rice. I just don't want it. So I guess I'll be winging it this week. Maybe I better sit down and try to, I feel like I got coffee. I always got coffee on my mouth. Oh, you're nice. I tried. Anyway, maybe I need to sit down and figure out a plan for my breakfast and my lunch instead of just winging it. I can do my breakfast, every day. That's easy. Toast, eggs, done. Lunch, that's usually difficult if I don't have it prepped. I think I still have some turkey in there for a turkey sandwich. It should still be good. And I don't know. I got some canned soup, so I got some soup. I can eat that. I can make a grilled cheese because I used the spray butter. Listen, we used that before we ever went on a diet. David, he has been trying to eat. When I met that man, he was lifting weights, and he was. Yes, he was. And I was a big girl. I was a size, was I 24? Yeah, I think I was a 24 because I was a 24 when we got married. And he was like this little skinny waist, broad-shouldered weightlifting dude. So how we got together just had to be meant to be, because we are two of the most unlikely people that would ever meet and date, much less get married. So it was apparently meant to be. It just was. I asked him out. Yes, I did. Ask him out for Valentine's Day. Yes, I did. Listen, I seen what I wanted and I went for it. I am woman, hear me roar. Listen, there ain't nothing that says a woman can't go after what she wants. This ain't the old days when it was frowned upon. Listen, let me tell you, my mama, where I live, down the road in the little valley is a house where she growed up. It's not the family anymore. Well, crossover ways, her and her sister were dating friends who turned out to be Papa, my grandpa. They would be sitting out on the swing on the front porch, and Papa and George would be coming to see him, and they'd be sitting out there barefoot. And she said they'd run in the house and put shoes on because they was not going to let them be seen barefoot. That's how it was in them days. So probably wasn't no girl going to ask no boy out in them days. But I'm tell you what, in the 90s, it was the 90s. No, listen, wasn't nothing stopping me. And it worked out. So there you go. Lesson for the day. Go after what you want. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. So yesterday was if you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw my memory I posted. But yesterday was the anniversary of a very emotional day. 5 years ago, Sebastian, my first grandchild, was born, and the very same day we had my best friend's funeral. So it was like Sebastian knew I needed him that day. I did not come on here to cry. Stop it. It was a very emotional day. So yesterday, and it was not planned. It just so happened. Remember I told you my best friend's 18-year-old son messaged me and said, hey, you want to get together and go eat? I'm like, yes, I do. And I was like, because I cried on the last video when I told you. How many 18-year-olds want to go out with an old lady? But he knew me when he was a kid, and he knew me and his daddy were best friends, and so he wanted to see me. Well, I asked him, I said, is Mom coming? He says, well, I hadn't even found out if she's busy or not. So it wasn't his mom, the adult, starting it up and him coming along. It was his idea, and I just thought that was the sweetest thing. So it just so happened we met on that anniversary. But we went to a local Mexican restaurant, Mi Pueblo. I think it might be a chain. I don't think it's like a local mom and pop type restaurant. But it is some kind of good, let me tell you. I looked at the menu before I went because I wanted to try to be mindful and pick something. I was going to enjoy myself and enjoy the company, but I was going to try to eat something that was not over the top, swimming in cheese. And because that Mexican stuff with all that cheese on it. Oh, boy, when we were low carb, we went to eat at one of the local restaurants, and I made a special order. I just told them what I wanted. I wanted shrimp with peppers and onions, grilled, smothered in cheese. Oh my gosh. It was so good. Like I used to tell my kids, I say, it's so good, make you want to slap your mama, but you better not. That's how good it was. Lord, that last night was so good. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try, but it was shrimp grilled with onions and garlic. It's supposed to be poblano rice. I'm like, no, switch that out for white rice. I didn't see on the menu that they had brown. So I'm like, I don't want that because I'm afraid that'd be too hot. And then what they called a corn salad and avocado. Well, the shrimp and the onions was on the side, and then there was like a little mound of rice, but the rice had corn and what looked to be like jalapeno peppers, but I didn't taste them at all. It was just delicious rice. And the corn salad, I don't know what it was in. It was like in a white, looked like a white juice is what it looked like. So it was just in a little round, it was hardly anything at all. And just like a little fan of avocado on the top. So what I ate was I ate all the corn. I put the avocado over on the shrimp. I ate all my shrimp and half my rice. So I think I did. And here's the important part. I had one tortilla chip. When they bring them out in the beginning? One. Only one. And they got cheese dip. I didn't have any cheese dip. Of course, they put jalapenos in it, so I wouldn't have had cheese dip if you shoved my face down in it. No. Listen, we had the best time laughing and talking. I got to find out all about everything he's doing. I'm going to tell you what. His daddy would be so proud of the young man he has grown into be. He's 18. He's going to graduate high school this spring. He will have 2 years of college when he graduates high school. He's smart as a whip, just like his daddy. His daddy was so smart. He had a lock. You told him something, he had a lock on it. He was a master at mortgages. He knew his stuff. He was a brilliant man and quick-witted. Oh my gosh, he was quick-witted. That tongue was fast. Well, his daddy would be so proud of him. I was very proud. I was very happy. Listen, he's funny too. He's like his daddy. He's funny. We did a whole lot of laughing. It was very good. And when we got to the car, they walked me out. He's like, let's do this again in January. He said, this is what he goes. He says, there's only 2 weeks left of December. Let's do this again in January. He's ready to do it again. So I think he enjoyed himself. His mama was talking about eating so early. I said, he picked the time. He said, I know he did because he wants to go to his girlfriend's house. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I get what it is. But he didn't rush us. We sat there as long as we wanted to. And she had brought me some magazines. She had told me a while back I had put on my Facebook that if anybody had any old magazines, I do craft with them. I'd come get them. Nobody said anything except for her. She messaged me. She says, I got a bunch of magazines. She said, we'll get together and I'll get them to you. Well, you know, life gets in the way and you don't get together. So whenever we had this set up, I said, ask Mom if she still has those magazines. And he's like, yeah, we'll bring them. Then I found out she was coming. The magazines, he carried the box to the car for me. And I got them in last night. Oh my gosh. They're not cutting up magazines. They're good magazines. They're cooking and home magazines. So there is, I'm gonna look. Listen. I'm gonna tell you what time. Okay, it is 4:30 a.m. I've been up since 1:30 a.m. You heard me correct. David went to work. 9:45. I went straight to sleep. I was up at 1:30, and I've been up ever since. Drinking my coffee, playing in my new junk journal. No, it's not really a junk journal, but my new journal. And playing in that. Listen, I don't know what else to do. If I can't sleep, I can't sleep. So, what was I telling you? I took that box and I organized the magazines out. I just laid them out in piles. So I'm going to look at the piles. I'm going to tell you what I got. I got Health. I got Southern Living. I got Better Homes and Gardens. I got All Recipes. I got Bon Appetit. Real Simple. Martha Stewart Living. Rachel Ray. Hungry Girl. Eating Well. One Family Circle. And there's something else back here that I can't see in my mind what it is. Anyway, those are the magazines I got. So there's going to be some magazine reading. Ain't going to be no magazine chopping. I'm going to tell her, save up that box again. I'll take that again. That's a definite do-over. But anyway, I was doing my laundry. Let's just talk about laundry a minute. Why do you want to talk about laundry? Because I need to get a witness. I know somebody can testify for me. I used to be in a 5X and size 34 pants. You heard me. When you weigh almost 400 pounds, you wear big clothes. And when you're big, it's not like all 400 pounds was in my belly. I'm big all over. I still am. I'm still big all over at 320 whatever. So I started at 377 wearing 5X clothes. Of course, now I don't like clothes to touch me, so I wasn't completely busting out of the 5X, but they was fitting me. So I'm now, well, I can wear 3X, but I keep my 4X because I'm not going to buy new clothes while I'm still losing. So my 4X, some of them are still too big, but some of them, like these little tank tops, I used to hang to dry because if I put them in the dryer and they shrunk up 1 centimeter, they were not going to fit me. So they all go in the dryer now and they fit. So I have started drying my clothes in the dryer instead of, I used to hang. I don't think I put anything in the dryer except for my underwear. No joke. No jeans, no shirts, nothing. Because I was scared if it drawed up any, I wasn't going to be able to wear it. So I have been putting my clothes in the dryer. And guess what? It's like my 4Xs have shrunk down to 3X and I can wear them. Yes. I've gone from a size 34 pants to a 28 pants. Now that's, some people, they lose 50-some pounds and they shrink up quicker. I'm not shrinking up size-wise that fast. I don't care. I'll take a 34 to a 28. That's how many sizes? 28, 30, 32, 34. That's 3 sizes. 50-some pounds and 3 sizes. I'll take it. My gowns, I've been throwing my gowns in there. My tops, I've been throwing my tops in there. I threw a pair of like knit type pants in there and they still fit. So that's another thing I'm doing this morning is laundry. I was doing laundry and I thought about that. I'm like, when I went through and everything I looked at, because I can't just take out my clothes. That's why David is not allowed, because he shrunk some of my stuff before, just helping. I'm like, nope. If I have laundry in there, you let me do it, because you don't know what needs to be hung up and what needs to be put in the dryer. And back in the day, like I said, everything was hung up. I had stuff all over the hanging on hangers on the door facings, the doorknobs, had stuff all over the wooden fold out things. I'll tell you what, I had it was hanging everywhere to dry. So when I pull my laundry out, I can't just pull out a big wad and fling it in the dryer. I have to look piece by piece. That's how I end up shrinking some of my stuff and not realizing it. And so when I was going through it this morning, I'm like, O-M to the G. Every single thing in that dryer, in that washing machine, went in that dryer. Every single piece. Do you know how good that feels? If you have never had to hang up your, and let's back up a minute. Every time. Not always just hang up your clothes. Stretch your clothes when you hung them up. I know some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, because just hanging them dry, the size wasn't going to fit. You had to put your hands all the way up through the sleeves and do the sleeves like that. Put your hands up in the body of it, stretch the whole body out, then take the length of it, stretch the length of it out, then hang it up. So I have come a long way, which is why I cannot quit. That's a good segue. I cannot quit. I can't go back to that. I can't go back to that lifestyle of, I just want to be normal. Never mind the aches and pains and surgeries. That's just that. I want to be just normal. Normal as far as drying clothes. Normal as, like last night, well, I would fit in the booth. So I won't say part of that is not, there's some booths I know I wouldn't fit in. I'd be sitting, with my girls up on the table, and ain't nobody trying to eat like that. A lot of the booths I can't get in because I can't maneuver my knees to slide in and out. So that don't count. I would have fit in theirs last night because there was some people bigger than me in booths. So I don't get in booths just because I can't slide. But sitting in places, just things that are normal, that normal people do, that they don't think, if they've never had that problem, it don't cross their mind that it has ever been a problem for anybody. So that's why I can't give up. I've got to, however long it's taken me, which is long. Who takes 3 years to lose? Well, I got up to 70 and now I'm down to 55, I think. Who takes 3 years to lose that much weight? Apparently I do. Apparently I'm not very good at this. And so you know what that got me to thinking? I was walking around here this morning. I do a lot of thinking when I ain't got much else to do. Am I doing my best? I'm thinking, you know what? I don't think I am. I don't, they always say, well, as long as you're doing your best, then you're doing what you can do. Just do your best. Just try your hardest. Am I trying my hardest? Am I doing my best? I don't think so. Because, yes, I fight medicine, and I can't help that. That's not an excuse. That's the reason. I fight a lot of my medicines, this weight gain, and I can't help it. The nerve pain medicine, I'm not going back down on it because my feet are killing me now, and I went back up on it. I need to go even higher, and I'm going to talk to, when I go see her in January, I'm going to see about going even higher because it's just miserable. And I guess if it takes me another 3 years, I don't know. I don't know what will happen to my knees by then. I can't worry about that. I got to worry about right now. And right now, am I doing my best? No, I do not think I am. Can I eat better? 100% I can eat better. Could I exercise? Absolutely, there's things I could do. There's movements I can make. Could I don't want to say could I do like meal plan or meal prep, because I got that pinned down. So I am doing good at some things. I am doing good at some things. Could I track better? I could track, period. I detest tracking. Have detested it from day one of Weight Watchers in April of 2018. Detested it. I think that was part of the thing about Simply Filling that attracted me, is because they even said it in talking about the program. If you don't like to track, this is a good program for you, because you do not have to track your no-count foods. And there's a lot of no-count foods. So as long as you stay in your Simply Filling foods, you don't have to track. So I never started with tracking as a priority because I didn't have to. I was told I didn't have to. So I never got into the swing of it. And I've never gotten to the swing of it ever since. I will track. I have tracked on the app. I have tracked in a notebook. Neither one stick. So that's something that I need to work on, because I know for a fact if I track it, I keep going up here. I don't keep a running tally of the points, but I keep a running, okay, your points are looking good. Are they really? Are they really looking good? This meal's looking good, but what about when you add those other 3 meals to it? Are you really looking good? You're probably not. But if you have it in your tracker, then you can look and see, okay, I am getting close. I better back it up. I better not eat these foods with points. I better stick to my Simply Filling foods. When I eat out, I better watch what I eat. So, no, I could track better. Like I said, I could track, period. Do I drink my water? No. What do I drink? I drink my coffee. Now, here's one thing, and you can say what you want. I don't think coffee has stalled my weight loss. There's no way coffee and creamer has stalled my weight loss for 3 years. If I was glugging down the creamer every day like it was chocolate milk or something, maybe. When I started, I was drinking a little bit of coffee with my sugar and sweet and flavored creamer on top of that. So it's like I lost all my weight early in the beginning. And now I've just been fighting with it ever since. And I guess that's over the past couple of years, we have added those medicines on even higher dosages. And so I guess that's why maybe it stalled. You see what I'm saying? So I was drinking worse coffee when I initially lost all my weight. And now that I'm fighting with it back and forth, I just drink black coffee with some half and half in it. And no sugar. So I'm drinking a lot lower point and calorie coffee now than when I did my big weight loss boom. You see what I'm saying? So I say life, and there's going to be some people who agree with me and some people who disagree with me, and I'm fine either way, because everybody got their opinion, because you know what they say, opinions is like, and everybody got one. So life is too short for a bad cup of coffee. I said it. If your good cup of coffee is sugar-free creamer, then that is good. But if your cup of coffee is regular creamer, that's good too. Life's too good for a bad cup of tea. And you know who I'm talking to. We all know who likes their tea as good as I like my coffee. So there's some things that even while you're on a weight loss journey, you still got to throw some life in there. You can't just flatline it. Does that make sense? So yeah, coffee's one of my holdouts. Coffee's just one of my holdouts. Counting olive oil when I saute something in the pan, I ain't counting that. Avocado oil, no. You know how good that stuff is for you? I ain't counting that. I ain't counting it. You're allowed 2 teaspoons a day on Simply Filling, so there's that. But I don't care. If I deep fry something, then I'll worry about it. But I don't deep fry anymore. My cast iron pot that I deep fried everything in is up under the Lazy Susan, has been there for how many ever years. I'll get the hankering for like fried squash in the summer. I'll drag it out. We'll fry squash a time or two. I'll clean it out and put it back under the cabinet. That's it. That's the extent. There's no fried chicken in this southern household. What's that about? There's no fried okra in this southern household. Other than the couple times during the summer, there's no fried squash in this household. There's no funnel cakes in this household. Anything that you could fry, we fry. Listen, I got eye boogers or something. If it could be fried, honey, we fried it. We was fried people. We was fried. Listen, we was fried on the fried foods. That's what we was. I don't do any of that anymore. So, sticking in something like a good cup of coffee throughout the day, I'm not sweating it. But could I be doing better on the rest of it? Could I be doing better on my portion control? Yeah. Even when I'm eating my Simply Filling foods. Somebody just said, have I done a video on portion control? And I was like, no. I can't do a video on portion control because I don't have a lock on portion control. I know I lose weight on Simply Filling, so I'm doing something right in the portion control department, but not as good as I should. I probably should be losing more weight. I'm just saying. So, what else can I? And these are things. Here's another segue. Lord, I slurped that and I did not mean to. If that slurped in your ear, I am sorry. If you're listening to this with some headphones on, I do apologize for that. Our challenge, since we're talking today, I won't come on and do no separate video tomorrow. Unless I go shopping or something. And I might have something to show you. You never know around here. Our challenge for this week, starting Monday, this will go Monday up through Christmas to the Sunday after Christmas. You know, Christmas Eve is Friday, Christmas Day Saturday, and then there's the day after the last day of the challenge is on Sunday. So this week's challenge is Hit It Hard Part 2. We need to try to hit, and I ain't telling nobody. I'm not even pretending to tell you to hit it hard Friday or Saturday. Because the only thing I'm hitting hard is enjoying myself. Of course I'm going to enjoy the family and the fun because we always laugh. It's a hilarious time in this house when we're together. We have games. So all that will be enjoyed. But I plan on enjoying whatever snacks I have made too. I plan on enjoying going out to eat because we'll go out to eat. Me and David will go out to eat, or either we'll get it and bring it in Sunday because we'll just be here by ourselves. And I can guarantee you that right there will be gone Saturday. I can get. I was telling David that last night. He was standing over. I said, "Now we eating Chinese on Christmas Day." He said, "All right." I said, you know what else? I'll probably be taking that tree down. He was standing over there just laughing. He's like, yeah, you will. I'm like, it's been up 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and that is 2 weeks early. I got nothing else to do. It's just, I hate to say it, but since we have our get-together Christmas Eve, and I don't have any extended family, no. that's the only family I have that I am involved with. Christmas Day is just another day. And I hate to sound like I'm some crotchety old lady, but it really is, because after we see everybody Christmas Eve, there's kids don't live at home, so there's no babies at home for nobody to come visit. No, grandparents, none of that. There's none of that. We have nothing, zero, zip, zilch to do on Christmas Day other than eat, take the tree down, watch TV, craft, any other old day. So what I'm purporting for this challenge, Hit It Hard Part 2, is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Let's try to do our best Thursday. Let's try to do our best to prepare for what we're liable to get into on Friday and Saturday. And then pick it right back up on Sunday. Let's don't carry the holidays, the 2 days, those are the holidays, into Sunday. Unless you're one of these people who maybe you celebrate the whole weekend, or maybe you're not having your Christmas on Sunday. The thing is, whenever you're having your Christmas, don't carry it over till the next day. The next day, let's get right back on track. So let's try to do everything that you're supposed to do when you're a good dieter. Yes, I said it. When you're a good dieter. Watch what you eat. Watch how much you eat. Drink your water. Try to move. Try to not pick and all these things we're making up until the end. I'm lucky. I'm not baking. I don't know if I'll start. I may start early in the week just for some of the things, but a lot of our things are things that need to be made kind of right then. Not a lot of make ahead stuff on my menu. I'll have to go back and look at it, but I'm going to try not to, if I do anything early before, well, obviously I'll do it Thursday, but I'm going to try not to eat my face off in snacking, because I'm going to be doing that Friday and Saturday. I'm sure, because like I say, Saturday we're not going to do nothing but we eating Chinese, and I don't. When I get Chinese, I get what I want. I get sesame chicken, I get lo mein, get an egg roll, and crab rangoons. Yes, I do, and we eat on it 2 or 3 times, but we eat it all. Used to, oh, it's embarrassing. What we eat on 2 or 3 times now, I used to could eat in one sitting. There was nothing to it. Those square, like rectangular white containers, it looks like that ain't much food. When you dump it on a plate, it is a pile of food. I mean, especially when you get lo mein, it's a pile of food. I'd eat it. Then later on that night, I'd be over there hunting me a snack. That's how we used to eat. We used to eat like it was just what I tell you, like we was going to the electric chair. David was right there with me. That is how we used to eat. So the fact that we can eat on it a couple times now is a whole lot better, but we still order what we want when we get Chinese. I don't know if there is, well, I'm sure there's healthy Chinese, but that's not Chinese to me. I can make that mess at home. You see what I'm saying? When I eat something special, I want what I can't make at home. I can make a reasonable facsimile of Chinese dishes at home, but nothing like the restaurant. No. So that's what we're going to try to do this week. We're going to try to hit it hard up until our celebration days, and then I'm not trying to tell you to not celebrate. No, I'm not. You celebrate however you want to celebrate. If you want to be mindful, you be mindful. But if you don't, then it's Christmas. Don't worry about it. That's just, you remember on Glee, that's how Sue sees it. That's how, what is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Is that K? Somebody, is that K? in sign language? Somebody let me know. I used to know because there was a little girl across the street over here that was deaf when I was growing up, and she's the one that taught me the alphabet. I'm rusty on it, but it seems like, and my fingers are fat, so I might not be doing it right, but it seems like that might be K, I think. So if it is, that's how K sees it. So I guess, let's see, was that all we were going to talk about? I think, listen, y'all know that I called it sheen, I called it shine, but I seen a video, and I meant to say so on my haul video. I don't think I said it. I heard another video, and they called it shine, so I'm calling it shine, which is what I called it to begin with. That's what I'm calling it. If I sounded dumb with sheen, if I sounded dumb with shine, either way around, shine. With my shine order, I'm ready to put another order in, because now that I see what I've got in front of me, instead of like on a picture, I know like what other stuff I want, and there's other stuff I want. But I've been working. I did my first spread this morning. I think it's ugly. I personally think it's ugly. It is nothing like the girl I see on TikTok. She has a beautiful aesthetic, and she has a beautiful vision when she puts it. But then she's got a lot of supplies I don't have that she can do that with. So using what I had, I just did what I did, and I think it's ugly. But as I learn and get better at my visions, I think I will see a progression from my book in the beginning on up through. That's what I'm hoping. That book, I decided, if you watch my haul, I said it, and I measured it. It's a whole inch around less than what it said on the website. It was like 8 by 6 on the website. 8 something, 6 something. It's a 7 by 5 in real life. So that's a whole inch around less than I thought I was getting. But I decided to go ahead and use it instead of trying to find something else, because it's fine. Listen, she does little mini books that are like that big. I couldn't even get them open with my fat fingers, much less put decoration on them. Ain't gonna happen. So I think that is all I know today. I don't know when I'll see you next. So I will just see you when I see you. Bye.